Sherlock Holmes. Directed by the guy who directed Snatch. Strange pick. Okay, so when seeing the trailer, I think it's safe to say that Sherlock Holmes looked like it was going to be National Treasure or The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Can I say it was a little bit of both? Well, despite a very strong performance by Robert Downey Jr., Sherlock Holmes as a whole, it kind of failed. I mean, the plot and the story just felt disjointed and hard to follow, and not in that stylish Guy Ritchie kind of way. And that's Guy Ritchie, Snatch, and Lock, Stock, not Guy Ritchie anything after that. And in thinking about it, I think the reason the movie felt like that is because they don't tell you any of the clues being picked up by Sherlock Holmes. Okay, so imagine National Treasure, where whenever a new clue is found, the clue is really small and subtle enough to be missed by we common folk. We're talking it's like a grain of chalk or a piece of lint or something. But in the movie, they don't tell you what clues were found, or that there were even any clues to be found for that matter, until the very end of the movie. Don't worry, no spoilers, I'm just saying it's a movie with room after room and scenario after scenario of him gathering clues, but you don't know he's gathering clues. And then he wraps it all up in the last 2 minutes of the movie, which is supposed to bring validity to the last hour and 58 minutes you just watched. And I suppose it does, but it just doesn't feel any more fulfilling. You're just kind of like, sweet, Holmes, I would have liked to have ridden that train with you, but, thanks for leaving me in the dust. I was just officially a bystander in this movie. It's almost like it's a method of storytelling that would have worked for an hour-long episode of a TV show or something, but for a 2-hour movie, it just makes the whole thing feel like a grind. Now for the good stuff. I absolutely loved Robert Downey Jr. and Guy Ritchie's take on the character Sherlock Holmes. He actually reminded me a lot of Hugh Laurie as Dr. House. And on a side note, if you don't watch House, you really should. Sherlock Holmes is remarkably skilled at deductive reasoning, and I really liked how they showed it in this movie. Like when he's about to get into a fight, he stops, thinks, reasons, and calculates the statistics of damage inflicted on his opponent, and the probability of what his opponent's counterattack will be, and the best way to react accordingly. It's a really stylish way they do it in the movie. It was really cool. Because in short, he kills people with mathematics. How is that not awesome? As for the characters, Sherlock Holmes was awesome. Watson was pretty cool, probably because every scene he was in, he was with Sherlock Awesome. As for Rachel McAdams, you don't really care much about her character. You don't know much about her character, you don't care much about her character, you know what you need to know. And that is that she is ridiculously hot. And that's that. And in the world of plot nitpickery, just bear with me on this one. It's hard to make movies appealing when they take place in 18-something and the whole situation is that the world's gonna be in peril. Like, when Lord Blackwood's all like, I shall use this obsolete technology to rule the world. We are from a time when splitting the atom is just old news. So when Sherlock's all like, my God, Watson, a device that can control other devices through radio waves? Why, that will change the world. Whoever holds that device shall have absolute power. Apparently my Sherlock sounds like Gandalf the Grey. But I mean, you're just watching it going, wow, I'm from a world where that device has officially existed for decades now. And the world's still here. Yeah, I don't think it's as damaging as you think it might be. So let the guy have his little remote control or whatever the hell. Hey, I said in the world of nitpickery. In short, the plot, characters, and execution of the movie fall short. But Robert Downey Jr. absolutely owns the role of Sherlock Holmes. I would say watch the movie just for him, but since any second now a bootleg collage of Robert Downey Jr.'s greatest Sherlock Holmes moments is going to hit the web, I'd just say watch that. Or, I don't know, you can always watch Avatar again. But before you leave, be sure to click on the link on the sidebar and subscribe to my channel, because there are more videos on the way. Many more. Yes.